Howdy y'all, welcome back. Today we'll be playing, finally, as the title says, long overdue, we'll be playing Project Eden's Garden. And as I usually do, hold on, I wanna, okay. My camera was just sitting a little too high. But, as I usually do, let's go ahead and read what Project Eden's Garden is about. And I'm doing well today, oh Copy Flower. I'm glad that you're here as well. Thank you. How are you doing today? Okay. So, Project Eden's Garden. This is what it reads on the itch.io website. Eden's Garden, a school designed to find the best and brightest of America's youth, has prepared a special orientation for its very first cohort of ultimate students. But things are not so clear as Damon Maitsu, the ultimate debater, finds himself waking up in a strange academy with 15 other classmates stuck in the same situation. They are told that the killing game will commence. It's up to Damon and his classmates to survive this killing game and uncover the secrets that lay buried under the mystery that surrounds Eden Garden's academy. So it goes on to explain that Project Eden's Garden is a non-profit Danganronpa fan game, taking the formula of the murder mystery video game and applying it to an entirely new world with new characters and stories to tell. This small project is dedicated to recreating the magic of the works that inspired it. We do not take any donations for this project, but we do appreciate you sharing this project with everyone you know. Keep track of it says keep track of updates, community events, and more at our Discord, YouTube, Twitter /X, Blue Sky, Instagram, and Tumblr. So it goes on to say that Project Eden's Garden is not affiliated with Spike Chunsoft Co. Ltd. and its collaborative projects. The Danganronpa trademark franchise belongs to its developers, Spike Chunsoft Co. Ltd. and Abstract Games. So yeah, this is thank you, Copy Flower. I appreciate it. But yeah, this is a Danganronpa fan game that's been very popular recently, and well, for a long time. It's been highly anticipated when before the prologue had come out. The prologue's been out for a year or so now. Can't remember how long it's been since the prologue's done come out, but the first chapter has come out a couple months ago. So I'm like, okay, it's about time that I play. I did play the prologue. I didn't finish it, but I did play a good chunk of the prologue already. So I am not going into this completely, unaware of what happens. But I have not finished the prologue, and it's been a long time. It's been since the prologue had come out a year or so ago. And I obviously haven't been to the first chapter. So yeah, so let's go ahead and play this fan game. Oh, also, I need to unmute the game. I forgot. Oops. Okay, there we go. Have I ever been into the fine arts? Let me look up the definition of that exactly so I make sure I know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, fine arts is anything that is creative. So yeah, music. I sing in a glee club at my university. I've been in it for 2 years now. I also sang at a community college before I joined this university's glee club. I did sing at a community college choir for a year, and I also sang at choir for all 4 years of high school. Yeah, drawing is something that I'm supposed to do. I'm not consistent with that no more, but yeah. Okay. New game. Logic difficulty. Let's do normal. Action difficulty. Let's do normal as well. Oh, it's full screen, so I need to find a way to read the comments while it's full screen. So I'm about to go get my tablet so I can read. A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABC. Next time, won't you sing with me? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay. I have it pulled up now, so I can still read comments. Okay. Life has no real meaning. We exist just by chance, born to a planet that didn't want us to begin with. It's up to the best of humanity to give the world a purpose. People like me, those who shine brighter than the others, who have an influence on our greater society. Ultimates. We're known as ultimates. Ultimate titles are awarded to exceptionally talented high school and college students. Doctors who can cure the incurable, engineers who build machines to improve millions of lives. The most influential politicians, the most creative architects. These are the people who deserve lifelong recognition, who define what it means to be a true ultimate. Okay, Dama. Hold on, did he say Damon or Diamond? Hold on, I'm listening back to my playlist. Okay, Damon. Okay, I pronounced it right. Damon. A prodigy among prodigies, someone who simply can't be outmatched. I see. Okay. Excuse me? Okay. To Mr. Damon Maitsu, the ultimate debater, congratulations. For your contributions as an ultimate, we cordially invite you to attend Eden Gardens Academy, a specialized college for academic-based talents. At our unique academy, you will not only develop a tighter grasp on your respective skill set, but you and the other ultimate students who receive this invitation will gain an ever-important proficiency at leadership, communication, and persuasion. In an age where anyone can be called an ultimate, we hope you will join us and assume your rightful place as the true face of talent. Please keep the contents of this invitation as well as the attached registration materials strictly confidential. The integrity of our program is built on the foundation of privacy. So, yeah. Damon, I keep saying Damon is he's curious because the canonical Danganronpa protagonists weren't all too we're not this they're not cocky like this. Let me see. Makoto, I don't know if Makoto was did Makoto, was he self-deprecating? I don't think he was self-deprecating, but he didn't really think of him as himself as anything special, especially because he was the ultimate lucky student. What's his name? Hajime Hinata. He didn't even know what his talent was supposed to be, and he was self-deprecating. The protagonists of, without giving any spoilers of V3, but the protagonist of V3, yeah, it wasn't really something that they bragged about. And a lot of fan games kind of keep up with this tradition of having a protagonist who has a talent that they undersell, or that they don't really, it's not like they either are self-deprecating or they just don't brag. It's like, okay, I have a talent, not really anything special. But Damon, he is not like that trend, which is an interesting take. Eden Gardens Academy, an ultimate academy for true ultimates. It was built in partnership with the Ultimate Talent Program, a government institution that was awarded ultimate titles. A government institution that has awarded ultimate titles to people for almost the last century. You don't apply for UTP schools. They scout for their students, which is how I found myself receiving a letter from Eden Gardens Academy. I'm sorry about that. It looks to be an amazing school. Immaculate architecture, incredible workspaces, and access to resources beyond anything I've ever seen. Everything about the school is perfect. It's truly worthy of being called ultimate. In my 18 years of living, I have accomplished more than most people could even dream of. Within this random and chaotic existence, it feels like I was destined to be great. The art is so good though. The art is so professional, so well made. After what seemed like hours of waiting, the train arrived before me. It wasn't as nice looking as I expected, at least not for school of this caliber, but it was undeniably the one. With luggage in one hand and a pamphlet in the other, I boarded the train. This was the start of my new life, the start of an even greater career. For the first time in my life, I'll finally be among people as great as me.
Look, someone else is here.
Look at all them.
Huh? Someone else?
Hi, welcome to the Eden's Club. Well, it's more accurate to say Eden's Garden Academy's Club, but Eden's Club just has more of a ring to it, don't you think?
In front of me, spread out across the train carriage, was a group of strange-looking people. A guy with pink hair, some guy in a wolf costume, one guy in a weird beanie staring intensely at me. What the hell? Are these creepy people really attending the same academy as me? Apathetic to my situation, the train continued from its halt. Looks like I'm stuck here for now. I guess I should find somewhere to sit.
Hey, you! New guy! Over here!
Hello, can you hear me? I seem to have caught the attention of one of the other passengers.
What now?
What do you want?
What if...
Cool. So, I was wondering something. Whatever it is, I'm sure you can ask an employee. I'm honestly not in the mood. Oh, sure. Frowning and dropping his head, he walked away. Excuse me, but you don't... Wait. Okay. Excuse me, but you don't happen to know when the final stop is, do you? A gal's voice suddenly chimed in from behind me. Jeez, can people just leave me alone for 5 minutes? Not a clue, but you can try looking for... The words got caught in my throat when I turned to look at her. This woman had to be twice my size. Is something wrong? Don't fret it, darling. I'll just see who else is around. With a small wave, she walked away. The people here just keep getting weirder and weirder. I really hope none of them are my class. Not wanting to be bothered any further, I quickly found myself a seat by the window. This situation was nothing like I expected, but at least the view from the train was nice. Mountains framed by a deep blue sky, crystal clear rivers that sparkle like jewels in the sunlight. It couldn't be a more radical departure from home. Seymour continued to pass, time flying by with it. The chatter from the others on the train eventually softened, leaving just me and the rolling mountains. Nearby, a woman in professional attire turned her nose up to the air and started sniffing. After a moment, the expression on her face turned stone cold serious. The air does not smell right. Huh? The air? Hey, I smell something too. Oh my gosh, I have to remember all these people's voices eventually. Hold on. Could you describe it? Kinda chemical-y. It's almost like it's coming from that bag over there. She pointed to a travel bag at the opposite end of the car. Oh shoot, you mean this one right next to me? I don't smell anything funky. Well, that's probably because of the helmet. Is that your bag? Nope, it was already here when I got on the train. That's weird. There's no name tag or anything. After inspecting the outside of the bag, he began fiddling with its lock. Pop. Cool, you got it open. That wasn't the lock. Are you okay? Yeah, bro. I'm all good. I just feel kinda... Uh-oh. Well, he already said I don't need to voice it. Did he just pass out? From the same end of the car, the guy who had been staring at me earlier. I'm not feeling so good either.
Hang on.
Oh, what did you just say? Uh-oh. Everyone's dropping like flies. What the? People are dropping. I did not remember this. I know I played this already, but I did not remember this being said. So this is funny. People are dropping like flies.
Holy...
Oh crap! Someone get help!
For real?
Let me try to alert the conductor or whatever. She ran over to the door that connected to the adjacent car. Rattle, rattle.
Oh, crud.
It's not opening. Why isn't it opening? I want to try my hand at it. Could you step aside for a sec? He yanked at the door, but damn, the car is locked as tight as a prison.
Come off the grass.
Okay, so she's British. Okay. Huh? But I left to take a piss like an hour ago. Let me try something else. The big man rolled his shoulders and threw himself against the door with all his might. He groaned and stepped back, revealing he hadn't even left a mark on the door. What? That did nothing? There's another boy has fallen. A girl too. Okay, I will switch the voices I was planning to give them. But why is everyone passing out? Shit. Maybe it's got something to do with that bag we... The air around me had grown thick with a strange pungent smell. I could taste it. Feel it sting my eyes. Oh God, no. Don't. As the futile plea left my lips, I felt my strength trail away with it. The world flickered around me, and then there was nothing. Vows woven by stitches and needles. Huh? What is that humming noise? It sounded almost like an air conditioner. But if it's an air con, why am I so warm? I weakly opened my eyes. Above me was a concrete ceiling. A concrete ceiling? My body is so heavy, but I had to get on my feet. I had to see where I was. Huh? It's a gal. Could it be that she's... No, she's still breathing. So she's asleep. Just like I was. Kneeling down to her level, I reach out my hand to shake her. Hey, can you hear me? No response. Bringing my face close to hers, I repeated the question. Hey, can you hear me? Why isn't she waking up? Damn it, do I actually have to... Hold it! Her eyes snap open, caused me to jump back.
Hello.
I was just testing you.
Huh?
Testing me? To see what you would do. It's not every day that you find a body on the floor.
That's...
So you were awake the whole time?
Correct.
I woke up before you, yes. And she just let me sleep?
Anyways,
How long was I out for?
Not sure.
I don't know. I didn't wake up that long ago. When I first came to, I was also startled by to see a stranger.
See?
One can never know if they are in the presence of a friend or a foe. Which is why I need to see for myself how much I could trust you. But lying on the floor and making yourself vulnerable? Jeez, she makes no sense. As an excuse to break off the conversation, I started to look around the room. It was definitely some kind of boiler room, but there didn't seem to be a light switch anywhere. The only light came from a vent set far back into the room. Looking at my close surroundings, I was standing on a platform with stairs that led down to the rest of the room. The lower floor was mildly flooded. I said the water reached a little above my ankles. It was a place I had clearly been. It was a place was a place that had clearly been abandoned for a long time. Even with all the strange things around me, my gaze kept returning to this gal. There was something about her that seemed almost familiar. Wait, that's it. She was on the train I boarded. Hey, we met before. On that train?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh. Mm-hmm. Things turned upside down not long after you arrived. A strange smell started to come from that travel bag, and then everything turned black.
Right.
Just what the hell was that?
Listen to me.
I think it was a chemical agent. The bag must have been equipped with a gas bomb or something. Someone clearly wanted to knock us out. Sounds like she's been thinking hard about it. Maybe that's why it took so long for her to wake me up.
I see.
Sure, I was thinking the same. But whose bag was it? Why did they want to knock us out? And why aren't we on the train anymore? Where are we?
Look at this.
Considering our surroundings, some sort of boiler room? As she raised a hand to push up her glasses, something large and metallic on her wrist caught my eye. It looked vaguely like a watch.
Huh?
Hey, what's that on your hand?
Well,
You tell me. It appears you have one as well.
Huh?
At those words, I looked down at my hand.
What the?
Sure enough, I was wearing the same device. It had been fitted tightly around my wrist, but it felt like I was wearing nothing at all.
Damn it.
Hey, I'm not wearing this. As I grabbed a hold of the device and pulled, a tiny surge of electricity ran through my wrist.
how humiliating.
Sorry, I should have warned you. If you try taking it off, it shocks you. Thanks for the heads up. Shit, what's going on here? Why am I wearing this weird shock collar thing? Who put this on me?
Look,
You can touch the screen though.
Huh?
See? Like this. She tapped the face of the device. It slowly lit up and displayed a holographic image. Oh, so it's like a watch.
correct.
It's just projecting a blank screen for some reason.
So,
Either way, it seems like we're stuck with this device for the time being.
moving on.
While you were standing there, the least you could do is give me your name. We didn't have much of a meeting on the first train anyway. Damon Maitsu, Ultimate Debater. I'm a student at Eden Gardens Academy.
Interesting.
How interesting.
Huh?
What is? Thank you for telling me more than I asked for.
As for myself, you may call me Eva Tsunaka.
It's nice to meet you. I'm sure it is. The pain for the shock was finally subsiding. It's as good a time as any to get a better grasp of this room. Maybe there's something in here that can explain the flooding, or even better, that annoying mechanical noise. I couldn't tell if it's supposed to be from this game or from my own computer, because my computer's making some noise as well. So I couldn't hardly tell it was supposed to be something unique. Welcome to Project Eden's Garden. A lot has happened already, and I'm sure you're eager to investigate. But there are some things you should get acquainted with. First, to access the trinket, or as Damon so colloquially call it, a watch, press the F1 key. To view past dialogue, press the F2 key. To access observation mode, press the Enter key. Press the Enter key again to exit this mode. Oh, and use the WASD keys to pan around the room. If you ever need to revisit this information, check out the control panel. It's just one F3 key away. That's all for now. Go forth and explore. Okay. I can't move like that? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I was like, how do I move? How do I talk to her? Okay. I have to move my mouse.
Hello.
What is it? Nothing. Okay. Well, we saw this. Yeah. Staring at me from the corner of the room was an expensive looking security camera. Had this been recently installed? It seemed better suited for a vault than a creepy boiler room. You noticed that camera too? Yeah, it's real out of place. Do you think someone's watching us through it? It doesn't seem like it's turned on, so I doubt it. I see. Perhaps that's for the best. What do you mean? If someone's watching us, it's possible they're the same person who put this wrist straps on us. She makes a decent point. Okay. There might be something useful in this pile of dusted boxes. Light bulbs, duct tape, a bunch of screws. Nope, there's nothing here but junk. There's a generator under the vent. Is this what's making the mechanical noises? Seeing it in the water put me a bit on edge. I was thinking of checking out the window above it, but now I'm not so sure. That seemed to be it. The room's too run down for me to investigate anything else. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Eva approach the pile of boxes and fish. A pile of boxes and fish out of light bulb. Then, without hesitation, she chucked it into the water. What are you doing? All of a sudden, she jumped off the platform we were standing on and into the water. She's trying to test to see if the water's been electrified. Seriously, what the hell are you doing?
Can't you see?
Exploring. You're not worried about the generator? Look at the light bulb I threw into the water. Notice how it isn't flashing? That means the water isn't conductive. Fair enough. I guess she's not worried about her getting her shoes wet either. Okay, just give me a second. I took off my socks and shoes and quickly rolled up my pants. Trying to hide my discomfort behind a cool face, I descended the stairs into the murky water. The mechanical noise was even louder now. It sounded like it was coming from the direction of the vent. Yeah, but definitely must be the generator. Well, luckily the water isn't conductive. Those exposed wires would be bad news otherwise. For such a small generator, it looks like it's running a lot of... Oh, she's the one speaking right now. For such a small generator, sounds like it's running a lot of power. It's surprising how this noise alone was enough to wake us up. Whatever knocked us out on the train must have been pretty strong. Anyway, that explained the whirring noise. I wonder where all the power was going to. High up on the wall was a vent. What could be on the other side? Do you want to look through that? Yeah, I do. Alright, I have an idea. But it will take some physical effort. Like what? Like getting on my shoulders. I'm not doing that. If you get on my shoulders, it will give you a boost. You can look through the window. But shouldn't I be the one giving you a boost? I don't think you can handle it. Saying that, she stooped in front of the generator and motioned for me to come over. Make sure you tuck your feet behind my back. I went over to Eva and awkwardly positioned myself on her shoulders.
Are you sure you can do this?
I'm fine. Just look through the window already.
Right.
Well, do you see anything? Yeah, another vent and a room just beyond it. Can't see what's inside the room though. Both the vents are in the way. Taking a closer look at the boiler room vent, I noticed there were hinges bolted to the upper corners. Does this mean the vent can be open? Wrapping my fingers around the grate from in front of me, I pulled as hard as I could. Hey, I got it open. Can you see better now? Although the second vent still obstructing a lot of the room, I was able to make out the legs of tables and chairs. They were pretty fancy looking. It's the floor of some fancy room. We must be in a building with multiple levels. Where did this vent opens into another room instead of the outside? Eh? Just beyond the chairs, in the very corner of the room, there was something peeking out. Person's legs? I felt my chest tighten. Is he also pass out? Hello? Can you hear me? No response. Damn it. There's gotta be a way inside this room. Eva, can you let me down? There's someone in there? I think it's a guy. He's lying on the floor and I'm pretty sure he's passed out. He might know something we don't. If we're not there when he wakes up, we might lose him. The room's on a level above ours, you said. Right. Which means there must be stairs somewhere. I have to find them. Okay. I have the what's this thing called? Air conditioner on in my room, but it's getting cold. Okay. To leave an area, press the R key. I'll confirm the choice with you just in case you get any second thoughts. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes. As soon as I was out of the water, I threw on my socks and shoes and ran straight out the door. Upon leaving the room, I was greeted with an equally derelict hallway. The walls and floor were an old matted color with none else to them. No wall decor, no windows, no life whatsoever. However, there was one thing that stood out. At the very end of the hallway, where the corridor took a sharp turn, was what looked to be sunlight hitting the wall. Does that mean there's an exit right around that corner? Don't go running off without me. And I've already inspected the rooms in this hallway, so you can just ignore them. When did you do that? While you were asleep? You weren't waking up despite my best efforts, so I decided to investigate on my own. Hang on, your best efforts? Why would any... Okay, I poke it in the face, but why would dragon... Well, I guess dragon, but why would carrying you bridal style... Why would that wake him up? Poking you in the face? Dragging you by the feet? I even bridal carried you at one point. Not sure I can believe that.
Listen to me.
Anyway, I haven't checked what's upstairs. I didn't walk too far from where you were lying.
Come again.
You don't think to get help?
No.
You were obviously breathing. You were obviously breathing.
Really?
That doesn't answer the question. You only started to wake up after I returned from my search. How does that get in the way of finding help? Unless she didn't want to leave me here alone. I can't figure her out at all.
Moving on.
This floor didn't turn up anything useful, by the way. The rooms were just a bunch of storage closets, completely dilapidated, filled with random stuff. That was the case for every room.
The truth.
If you don't believe me, you can check for yourself. As my great-grandmother, brother's friend's motivational calendar once said, you can't progress if you don't have the will to move. Please use the WASD keys to walk. Since you're in a hurry, hold down shift to sprint. Last but not least, proceed with caution. You never know what could be hiding around the corner. You about to get jump scared? Okay, I guess we can't. Alright, we can't go into these rooms. Also, this game was made with Unity Engine, by the way. Oh, am I stuck? Oh, okay, I'm gonna. Please don't freeze, don't crash. The upper floor was in a lot better condition than the one below, but that wasn't saying much. Water stains covered some parts of the walls and ceiling. Could only guess a pipe had broken and started leaking. There didn't seem to be any mold, at the very least.
So,
The room with the unconscious man should be above and adjacent to that boiler room. That means it should be on the other side of this hallway, correct? Given we walked away from the boiler room to get here. Alright, let's investigate. Okay, let's go and look through these hallways. I looked at some of these already, but it's been a while and I haven't played this with y'all, so I guess I'll take my time. I feel like I've seen this painting before without the dog head on it. Okay. Oh. Huh. I've seen this painting before. Well, the version without the mask. It was ages ago, during middle school, I think. My class visited a very fancy museum. All this time I've been remembering the man as a jester. He didn't even have the right clothes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be a nobleman. Sheesh. I was always giving me the creeps. Okay, wasn't able to read what he said for these other paintings, so I'm gonna go back and see what he says for them. Just the sight of this painting made my hair stand on end. The doll mouse is creepy enough as is, but its eyes in particular, it's like they seem to follow me. Okay. It was a portrait of a girl dressed in a creepy mask. Looking at it for too long is just gonna freak me out. Okay, let's go back now. The woman was wearing a strange mask in the shape of a bear's head. A bear that also happened to be crying. Ugh. Almost looks like a sad clown. Nah, I'm pretty sure I've seen this painting before. Just the sight of this painting made my hair stand on end. The dog mask was creepy enough it is, but his eyes in particular, it's like they seem to follow me. I don't think that's a dog. I think the dialogue is not correct. Whatever bird this mask was supposed to resemble, it's a freaky looking one. Okay, that's where we started at. I've seen this one. I know, I can imagine the face right now for this one. This must be Edge of Modern Art or something. Have I seen this one before? I don't know. A fancy looking woman wearing a crow mask. It's not something you see every day. This must be the room. Taking a deep breath, I push open the large doors. Wow, this is a pretty stylish looking place. It's a lot better maintained than the rest of the building. Okay, the vent should be... Yeah! Before I had the chance to react, the woman drove her fist directly into the side of my head. Ooh. Who the hell are you? What the? Who the hell are you? Shit. Why did you just hit me? I'm not going to embrace a stranger with open fucking arms. You could have been a murderer. I'm not going to open... Wait. I'm not going to open to a fucking stranger. Wait. Okay, I'm trying to... How did I do it? Okay. I'm going to reread that. I'm not going to embrace a stranger with open fucking arms. You could have been a murderer. Okay. So your instinct was to attack everything you see? Hey, I've already spared a guy in a suit. I'm not letting my guard down a second time. A guy in a suit? Hello. This guy, the outfit he's wearing. We've met before, haven't we? I was about to say, I recall seeing your faces on the train. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the two of you were standing next to each other. Do you guys know each other? Not at all. We only formally met a few minutes ago. Oh.
Anyways,
Well, you were still knocked out by that sleeping gas stuff, right? Don't remind me, Soybean. Yeah, that's right. I said it. You're a soybean. Just like this loser next to me. I disagree, but we should focus on what happened on the train. I don't know what the fuck happened, but 1 second I was on the train, next I was surrounded by total darkness. The place was like a solitary confinement chamber. I thought I was going to suffocate in there. I thought I was gonna suffocate. I thought I was gonna suffocate in there. What are you talking about? See that pantry over there? Turns out the door was unlocked. You were inside that pantry? When she kicked open the door, I nearly jumped out of my skin. What the hell were you doing while she was in there? Waking up? Isn't it unfair? I got stuffed in some tiny pantry while this guy had the entire floor to himself. Whoever's responsible for this must have been jealous of my talent. You won't believe how many jealous bastards turn violent in this industry. Industry? What's with the dumb face? You know who I am, right? Right? Was I supposed to? Uncultured swine.
My name's Grace Madison, ultimate golfer. Don't forget it, soybean.
Well, I don't think she was British. I heard listen to her voice. I was like, she sounds British, but she's not apparently by this voice. I know it's supposed to be American, I guess, but she had a sound like she had a British accent at first. Okay, Grace Madison, ultimate golfer.
I see.
The ultimate golfer, of course. Since the two of you will own that train, that means you're ultimates as well. What about you? Can you tell me your ultimate talent?
I'm Wolfgang Akade, the ultimate lawyer. Here's my card.
Okay, lawyer. Well, I don't need your card. A lawyer? It's way better than being a golfer, but for such a young looking guy, I didn't expect him to have such a talent, have a talent like that. His age must be part of what makes him an ultimate.
Pardon me.
You look confused.
I
I'm not confused, I look too young. Is that what you think?
understand.
I get it a lot. Even Miss Madison said it.
Whatever you say.
'Cause it's true.
Hold on.
Well, don't you think the same can be said for yourself? I'm not wise in the way of sports, but I've always had the impression golf was an old man's business. Not that young women shouldn't take the reins. The sport's probably needing a revival. It's a tough industry, but that's 'cause we gotta fight for recognition, not sit around for years and do F all. Sounds like the average high schooler, now that I think about it. Hey, how old were you when you started college?
Thank you.
How's that? Is that so personal? I don't think that's too personal. That's personal information I don't intend to disclose. You're a piece of work, aren't you? What happened to talk about the train? These guys seriously need their priorities skewed. Have their priorities skewed.
So,
You have them too.
look,
We're all wearing the same wrist straps. Really? You were busy talking, so I figured you wouldn't notice unless I pointed it out.
I
That's the reason why I thought she was British. Because oi, you know, she's doing stuff like that. That sounds so like London, like Cockney. Wrist strap, you say? Pff, these fuckers are more like mini shock collars. Those aren't mutually exclusive. I urged you the first time.
will.
So you tried taking it off. So you tried. So you tried taking it off, did you?
Yes.
Same with you. Actually, it was me who tried taking it off. Stupid thing zapped me when I did. I suspected it wasn't unique to Miss Madison, though I hadn't tried removing the strap myself. Equipping everyone with a strap that shocks them. What could justify something like that? Well, what's the purpose behind these straps? Are you daft? It's to shock us. The thing is, we seem to receive a shock if we try to remove it.
Can this be?
So, why aren't we allowed to remove these wrist straps? What I want to know is who even put these things on us. The answers to those questions might be something that we have to figure out ourselves. It doesn't make sense for me to be abducted and taken somewhere I don't even know, surrounded by a bunch of strangers and forced to figure out why. It doesn't make any sense. Why is that happening?
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
Are you talking to me?
No.
Look behind you. Huh? Confused, I turned to see what captured everyone's attention. I love her. She's one of my favorites. As soon as she was one of the characters that struck me the most when I first saw the character list. I love her. She's so cute. For a second, I thought I was seeing things. Peeking at us from the corridor was a small gal. Who are you? What the? Is that a fucking gremlin? It'll scare if you shout like that. The guy had left her position by the corridor and slid into the room. Now I could see it for certain that she was a kid. What the hell? Why was there a kid here? For your information, I am not a gremlin. Did your mother never teach you manners? It's rude to backtalk strangers you haven't met. No, why? The gremlin can talk? I just told you I'm not a gremlin. If we must make comparisons, I'd rather you liken me to something more elegant. Oh, that's one of my favorite things about her too, is that she always has her mouth covered by her fan. It's so elegant. For example, like a kappa. That's not much better.
Be careful.
Please be careful what you say to her. This girl seems awfully young.
Can't you see?
She doesn't seem young. She is young. What is going on here? Why is there a child wandering around? You know, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I saw you on the train. You were hidden behind some other people, so you were pretty hard to see. I assume you were sitting down or something. It didn't even cross my mind that you might have been an actual kid. Cowering behind a bunch of strangers, huh? Because I didn't see it. Still, what the hell was that? Wait, what the... what the hell? 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 Still, what the hell was it even doing on that train? That's what I'm wondering. Kids got no business with people like us. Excuse me? How dare you? I do not appreciate your misguided comments about my age. I am a professional, just like the rest of you. You mean you're an ultimate?
Is that really true?
I didn't think children could qualify as ultimates.
I am an ultimate!
I am an ultimate! Yes.
Must I keep repeating myself? I am not a child. I'm a professional.
Jeez.
Well, what is it you're so good at?
So you decided on my talent, do you? Normally, I decline for the conversation with rude people like you. But given our circumstances, I shall be sanguine on the matter.
I am Toshiko Kaira, the ultimate matchmaker.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, queen. Toshiko Kaira, the ultimate matchmaker.
That's...
Matchmaker? Aren't you a bit young for something like that?
Gremlin is obviously lying about having a talent. I bet it snuck its way into the train because it saw all the commotion. Now that little boss is stuck with us.
Look at what you've done.
You've made her upset. Upset?
Of course not.
Of course not. I know better than to take a gremlin seriously. Don't you think you can just use my own insult against me?
Miss Madison.
What? So if I have things right, the 5 of us were on that train. What about the other people who boarded it? Do you think they could have been kidnapped as well?
Indeed.
That is correct. Apart from us, there are 11 other people. Apart from us, there are 11 other people.
11? Counting us, that makes 16.
Correct.
That's the same number of people who were on the train. I've become well acquainted with them. The only person I've been avoiding is the frustrating boy I woke up with. You don't believe his manners. And she also woke up with another person. I'm starting to see a pattern here. As does everyone else.
Suppose.
Speaking of, would you like to meet the others? I think they should know about you four.
Very well.
That will be helpful, yes.
Wonderful.
I shall serve you as your guide as well as embark on this new journey.
Take this seriously.
Don't sound so happy about this. This is a kidnapping, not a college orientation. Then again, it's not like I will go to most orientations willingly. Maybe those two events aren't not that different after all.
Where are the others right now? Obviously, they're outside this building. There's an exit not too far from here. Follow me.
For the best.
She seems to know more than us. It wouldn't hurt to entertain her.
Let's see what this thing has got up its sleeve.
Outside this building. So there's even more to this place than we've already seen. Are there other buildings just like this one? Look at how big of an area are exploring. Standing there won't give me an answer. We should find the exit already. Well, I want to look at the paintings first. I feel like I've seen this one too. The woman's mask bore an unmistakable nose and horns of a giraffe. Definitely not a live one though. Yeah, this one's famous as well. I definitely know that one. This painting was once recognized. This painting was one I recognized. I'm pretty sure my high school team had to research it for a debate. Whatever we were trying to argue, I scrubbed it from my memory. Need to make room for the next debate somehow. One thing's for sure, the woman in the painting didn't wear a mask. And the liquid she's pouring, it definitely wasn't blood. And I know this one too. Forget about the mask. What's the weasel looking thing? I don't know if I've seen this one though. Talk about the stuff from Nightmares. Is she supposed to be a hyena? Oh no, I have seen this one maybe. The ears are really big though. Is it a wild, maybe it's a wild dog? Whatever, I'm wasting my time here. Like the rest of this room, the kitchen looked really nice. It was clean and fully equipped with utensils, and the cupboards were stocked with all kinds of food. The question is, who is this kitchen even for? It can't be for us, can it? This was where that loud golfer girl, Grace, woke up. It would have been funny if she was shoved into the refrigerator instead. It's a comfy looking sofa. If I sit down, I might not be able to get back up. Better refrain from that for now. Okay, I think that's it. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes, I am. Looks like the others are gone. Whatever. I would better alone. Okay. So,
If I remember correctly, the exit is over. Yeah, it's right here. Let's see what they all say though. I can't speak. Oh, okay.
Trust in the process.
Miss Carrier seems well acquainted with the layout of this building. We should follow her directions for now.
Soybean.
About time you're right, Soybean. Can you not call me that? You're late. You waiting? Only because the gremlin insisted. I didn't even realize you fell behind until she said something.
Unfortunately.
I'm ashamed to say the same.
Well,
Okay. Oh, I shouldn't have spoken to her. I should have spoken to Eva first and then clicked on her. By the way, what are the others doing right now? Exploring something else, probably. You don't sound very sure yourself.
filthy.
They had the nerve to tell me to stay put while they inspected the area. If they don't want me exploring, then I suppose I'll explore by myself. Alright, sounds like she just wanted to show off.
Are you done yet?
Who cares about that? The guy's here now. Let's go already. Yes, and then the others will finally realize their foolishness. Onwards, the great outdoors. The little gal turned to face the door, but instead of pushing it open, she reached for a lock that I hadn't even noticed before. Click. The door opened with a long, shrill creak, and we finally saw what was waiting outside. Onwards. Standing before us, bathed in sunlight, was a massive Romanesque courtyard. Finally, some sunlight. This courtyard, I wonder if we can escape by climbing over the hedges. The hedges are tall, but if we try looking for a rope, I doubt it's that easy. The devices we're wearing will probably shock us. Let's see if you're right.
Soybean.
Go on, Soybean, climb the edge.
Stop.
What the?
No.
Unfortunately, it's pointless to climb the edges. How do you know? If you take a closer look at the sky, you should understand. The sky? Yes. Do you see anything strange? Anything strange that it's in the circle? No. No, there's nothing standing out to... Wait, huh? As my eyes tried to adjust to the glare of the sun, I noticed it. The shape of the clouds weren't normal at all. No, it's almost as if they were concave. The sky is curving inwards.
How can this be?
Are we looking at a hologram?
Come on.
Of this size? No way! It's gotta be a 360 projection or something.
That's...
You mean the sky we're looking at is actually a visual panorama? It sounded completely ridiculous when said out loud, but at the same time it made too much sense. If this is some 360 projection, wouldn't it mean that we're inside some sort of dome? Such is the truth I've long recognized. That's...
Grass.
Oh, she says grass too. Right? That's the reason. That's also the thing that made me think she's British when she said grass. Grass. Is she saying like come off the GRASS, right? Wait, you knew the sky was fake? Why'd you call this dump yard the great outdoors? It was for dramatic effect. In truth, I haven't seen natural sunlight since the moment I woke up here.
Cause for concern.
No sunlight? You really didn't see any windows in this building?
No.
No, none at all. No windows? Means no oxygen. We might be suffocating as we speak. We survived this long. I think we'll be okay.
Hey,
You're acting way too nonchalant. Doesn't this place bother you at all? It's a dome with a fake sky. That's like something out of a movie. Maybe whoever brought us here wanted to recreate the feeling of being outside in lieu of actually letting us outside. Sure, if you want to make a broad assumptions. In a situation like this, making assumptions is all you can really do.
fair.
He always says fair.
Whether or not the sky really is a projection, it's not something we can do much about. For now, we should remain focused on the meeting other students. Huh? Above the inane chatter, I heard a quiet, high-pitched noise, sort of like a mouse's squeak. It was so like the current conversation it automatically stood out. Hey, can you guys stop talking for a second? Is there a problem?
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Hey?
Ew, what? It almost sounds like whimpering.
Struck me pink.
Wait, I just heard it.
Boy, you.
Who the hell is crying? Why aren't you to come talk to us? Do ignore the shrew. Her bark is worse than her bite. Who are you calling a shrew? The crying seemed to have stopped, but whoever it was refused to come out. Can we just leave them be? If they don't want our help, it's not our issue.
Goodness.
Don't be so heartless. This could be someone in need.
Be careful.
To the girl that is crying, please excuse my friend here. None of us are here to hurt you, so I think you should come out. Hiding will only make you more scared.
Think.
Do you really think that's going to convince them? Yes, Eloise. Eloise is so pretty. She's one of the only people whose names I remember. Eloise.
Hello. I wasn't,
Hello.
how about you tell us your name first?
Eloise Toner. I'm the ultimate fencer. It's really nice to meet you all, even if it doesn't seem like it.
Yes, Eloise Tolna, the ultimate fencer.
The ultimate fencer, was it?
Strange.
That's strange. Someone who's prolific at fighting shouldn't have reason to hide from people.
Not.
Actually, it doesn't focus much on courage as much people think. The key to fencing is the ability to predict your opponent's moves, along with having the agility to avoid them. Acting brash might get you the first move, but it's a steady analytical mind that secures the win.
That's kind of impressive.
Oh, thank you. I get really excited when it comes to the subject, so I can't help but gush.
Listen to me.
But I have to ask, why are you hiding from us?
She stood there quietly, deep in thought.
When I woke up, I had no idea where I was or why I was here. There were several strangers around me, and they were also panicked as well. I felt like a mouse caught in a trap. Everything around me was so suffocating. That's why I ran away immediately. I really didn't like when people could see me like that. I could even call my mom. My phone wasn't on me when I came to.
If it's any reassurance, if it's really any reassurance, it seems my friends and I are in the same situation.
Seriously.
That's probably the last thing she wants to hear. And since when were we friends?
Well,
Was there anyone with you when you woke up? Woke up? Yes, but I didn't get to talk to them before I went into flight mode. Sorry.
So this gal is just as clueless as us. And it seems she's also passed out on the train. Damn it, what the hell is going on here?
Were you the only people in the building, by the way? Mm-hmm. Miss Kagura is currently introducing us to everyone. Would you like to join?
Maybe.
I think I want to stay where I am.
Very well.
When I meet the others, I'll tell them to gather here. That way you won't be alone. Also, if everyone's together, we can discuss our next course of action. Yeah, I'll wait here if it makes things easier for everyone.
Thanks.
Miss Tallner. Compared to before, she looked a lot calmer. Wolfgang knew how to handle the situation pretty well. Maybe he just knows how to handle people in general. I guess that's admirable. Okay. I thought I remember his name, but I can't remember right now. I think it also starts with a D. I just can't remember. A guy was leaning against the hedge with his hands in his pockets.
Nice.
Looks like you found some friends.
indeed.
Why didn't you say hello?
He looked at us and waved. I resisted the urge to wave back.
Attention.
Have you no manners? Talk to them.
Alright, my bad. Clearly amused, he looked straight up at and faced us.
Don't worry about it.
I didn't mean to act like a dick. Today's just been all over the place for me. Not an excuse, I know.
I suppose.
We can forgive you if you give us your name.
Easy enough.
I'm Desmond Hall.
Desmond.
Call me the ultimate marksman.
Desmond. I knew his name was something start with a D.
Hear me out.
A marksman, eh? That must mean you're really good at shooting stuff, right?
That's right. I have a really good eye for my targets. Guns, bows, slingshots, you name it. I've hit bullseyes with it. What are all those weapons, I must ask? You haven't killed anyone, have you?
Whoa.
Whoa, never. I realize my talent might leave some people on edge, but I only practice on stationary targets. Moving targets are really outside of my comfort zone.
Believe me.
I've never taken a human life.
I see.
I see. Good to know. For such a serious question, he composed himself pretty quickly. Guess this guy knows how to keep his cool.
Where's your partner? We all had one according to my knowledge.
Oh, you mean the pirate guy? He was, well, he was fine, harmless for the most part. Just a little too extreme for me to be around. In situations like this, I prefer to keep to myself. I know that sounds a little less cooperative, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Wait just a second.
You alright?
You.
Did you just say a pirate?
It sounds dumb, I know. I wouldn't buy it either if I had spoken to the guy myself.
It's gonna be that freaky dude on the train, right? That buff one with the dragon tattoo?
Yep.
That's your man. He went through the door over there, so I've got to see him. You have fun with that. Just saying, that guy's a little out there.
By the way,
Desmond, did you see that guy in the gray uniform over there? I told her I'm going to bring everyone here. I think it's important we discuss the current situation as a group. Could you give her some company while I'm gone?
Easy enough.
Oh, sure thing. The others are an odd bunch, so good luck with convincing them. He may act casual, but being an ultimate marksman must take a lot of diligence. Always keeping a steady hand, always thinking on your feet. There's probably a lot to learn from someone like that. Everyone else must be in the building up ahead. Perhaps they're discussing something. My. Let's head over and find out, shall we? Holy hell. Is that a tree? That thing has to be like 60 feet tall or something. A sight to behold, isn't it?
That's not it.
Let's not get too excited. It's only a tree. I'm not even sure we can say that.
Could you explain?
I don't quite get what you mean. Eva bent down and crushed one of the fallen leaves in her hands. I didn't hear any crunching or tearing. I'm just looking at the leaves. No, all the leaves fall to the ground. Some of the leaves are just falling in the middle of the air and they're just disappearing like that. This is a faux tree. How could someone possibly manufacture a tree of that size? If it's real, explain why these leaves don't make any noise when I break them. That expression said it all. Why the hell is there a huge fake tree?
Interesting indeed.
I'd be hard pressed to find a school with an installation like this. You'd be hard pressed to find it anywhere. I feel like you'd only see this in a museum or something.
In any case,
This building certainly has a strange aesthetic. That's one way to put it. The tree was in the center of a large circular room, surrounded by a bunch of people I recognized from the train. This must be the others Toshiko was talking about. Counting the two we just met, this is everyone, correct? Oh, counting the two we just met, this is everyone, correct?
What's wrong?
Is something wrong?
You see,
If everyone from our train car is here, where are the other people who are on the train?
that's
A good point. There were other people, right?
sure.
Okay. Of course. The academy said it reserved that train for its students. Yeah, but did you actually see anyone?
Let's see.
I never left our car, but I know Miss Madison did. Huh?
I apologize.
You mentioned leaving for the bathroom, remember? Huh? Well, I left to take a piss like an hour ago.
I see.
Oh, right. I passed a bunch of students on my way to the crapper. Didn't talk to them, though.
Strange.
Interesting. I wonder if it was all a hologram as well. They had to have heard the commotion in our car. Why didn't they help us? Maybe they were also knocked out.
Anywho,
I doubt it's something we can answer right now. Can I just introduce you to the others already?
I understand.
Yes, we should familiarize ourselves with the people who are currently here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's the only thing we can do right now. Regardless, the whole thing was pretty baffling. If the other students on the train pass out, where are they now? And if they didn't pass out, why did they not help us escape our car?
Okay, before we see Alpha. It's a shuttle door.
Oi, so it is. Is it possible that there's an exit behind this? Let's check.
I wouldn't get so excited. It doesn't seem like we'd even open this shutter door. Look, there's no handle.
My peers and I attempted to open these doors earlier. Try as we might, we encountered the same obstacle. No handle.
Maybe the door was automated.
Hear me out.
Well, why don't we make a dent in it? A dent in it. You all know what battering rams are. Battering? Or Batrin? You all know what battering rams are, right? We can replicate one. If we group together and slam against this door, one of the hinges might give in.
No.
If you want to break an arm, go ahead. Just an idea.
This is difficult.
With enough force, there's a chance the shutter doors could be torn down. Although those risks might much as might that was. We won't know unless we test it out. What if we use an object as a batch of RAM instead? How about we discuss it with everyone later? We should organize ourselves first. Sure. Okay. So we have alpha, beta, delta, epsilon. Why is epsilon like this? Interesting. Gamma. I'm like, huh? Okay. Alpha, beta, gamma, alpha, beta, delta, gamma. Is that the order of the alphabet? I thought it was alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Yeah, it is alpha, beta, gamma, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon. Why is it alpha, beta, delta, epsilon, gamma? That's so interesting. Okay. Okay, we can't. Nothing to say about that. Anyway. Why do they keep following me? They keep turning there before I turn. Okay, anyway. Let's talk to him.
Glad to see you alright, kid. Of course I'm alright. You gave everyone a scare running away like that.
I want to have his voice deeper though.
You gave everyone a scare running away like that. I really thought I could catch you, but... How unfortunate the gate door came equipped with a lock.
See?
However, it was all worth it. Look at these people I befriended during my exploration. I'll give you credit where it's due. You came back with plenty of spoils.
You know, he's a pirate though. Should I give him, maybe instead of trying to give him this Australian accent, I'm messing up on him right now for some reason. I'll give him a West Country accent. I'll try my best to do West Country. It fits since it's a pirate. Okay.
Oi, I want to talk for a sec. You're a pirate, right? Shiver me timbers. Ahoy, matey. That kind of pirate, right?
Oh, okay. I'm still gonna give him a West Country accent still. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I know how to do a West Country accent. I'm gonna look it up right quick to refresh my memory. Okay, I'm gonna try my best.
I'm not a pirate. I'm a ship captain. There's a huge difference.
A ship captain?
You don't need to be so loud. She was just asking a question. Just a question? For guys like me, that pirate nonsense is a tired stereotype. Pirates live off stealing and causing trouble. We ship captains aren't.
R? Is it R or
R.
R? Okay.
We ship captains are nothing like those low lives.
If you're not a pirate, then explain the clothes. Also, I'm looking at the chat right now and I just realized that for some reason the chat box is not showing up on... Oops. Okay. I have no idea why the chat was just not on screen for some reason. Okay. Maybe not a real one, but an exaggerated stereotype, sure.
Please don't.
It's probably best you leave this man alone. I take he's dealt with our kind before.
My mistake.
I never liked to soil the mood, but a man can only stand so much.
I'm real sorry.
Sorry for losing my cool.
Sorry for losing my cool. Like his voice is very deep.
Sorry for losing my cool.
Okay, whatever. You said you were a ship captain, right? This guy was acting weird, but I wanted to get more out of him. I have a picture of the ship captain receiving an invitation for Eden's Garden Academy, especially not something like this guy.
That's right. Haha. I know the seas like the back of my hand. Every river and waterway, within the North and Southern wars.
I'm the king of the seas, hero of the storm.
Okay.
I am John de la Mer.
Jean de la Mer. Okay, ship captain. King of the Seas, Hero of the Storms. Do people actually call him that, or did he just come up with those names himself?
Is that really true?
You know every river and waterway? Is that really true? Yep. I studied every map I possibly can. Course, I haven't actually been everywhere. According to a stingy little thing called Border Patrol, that's known in some parts as trespassing. I may be king of the seas, but I'm not above the law. I suppose that's good enough.
I see.
Either way, it's not like it matters much here. From the looks of it, we're nowhere near the ocean.
Leave it to me.
Fortunately, life as a captain has accustomed me to the unexpected. You lads can trust me. I'll protect you as if you were my own crew.
Protect? Protect us from what?
I suppose from whoever put these wristwatches on us. Then again, there doesn't seem to be anyone else in this place apart from us.
How's that sound?
Guess that means our only obstacle is finding an escape. Not too big of an ask, eh? All we need to do is find where we entered. Then voila, sweet freedom.
For such a simple conclusion, he sure was making a big deal out of it.
By the way,
May interest you to know that there are people gathering outside the building Miss Kayura explored. We want everyone together so we can discuss what to do next. Would you like to join?
Good to know.
Always good to keep people on the same wavelength. See you there, matey.
Or mate. Not matey. Not matey.
See you there, mate. That guy's a prick. Not at all what I expected.
Funny. He was every bit as dumb as his appearance. What was the Academy thinking inviting someone like him? Oh, he didn't seem too bad to me. Anyway, yes, Ingrid. I believe that's her name. I remember your name, Ingrid.
Golly! Oh, what's this? More friends?
Let's not go that far. I don't even know your name or talent yet.
Just a sec.
Then let me tell you.
My name is Ingrid Grimwald. I'm the ultimate blacksmith.
Yes, Ingrid. I love Ingrid.
A real blacksmith, eh? Is it anything like how movies depicted? Have you ever made swords out of molten metal?
There you go.
Not just swords, but tools, armor, statues. If you can name it, I can forge it. It's never an easy undertaking, I will admit. Sprained muscles are par for the course, but the same way climbing a mountain is painstaking, but reaching the top level is a high you can never forget. The struggle is all worth it for the outcome. Teehee.
I love how cute and girlish she is. Especially like her voice and her emotions. And how, you know, traditionally masculine her physical appearances and her job. I love that contrast. No wonder she's built like an athlete. Her job sounds nonstop high. Her job sounds like nonstop high intensity exercise.
So, how was your kind not gone extinct? Extinct? Made redundant by technology.
Can't you see?
Aren't there ways to make specialized weapons without overworking yourself?
Well, I don't like to admit it.
Against modern machines, it's true I'm not an equal match.
I love that giggle. I just love everything about her. Yeah, she's a fellow southerner too, so.
Because I think I'm better than them. Those hunks of metal may look cool, but their creations lack the human touch. You gotta keep things natural, traditional. That's when truly amazing things can happen.
Would you look at that?
If my creation touches the heart, it's better than anything made by machine. Imperfections be damned. Ooh.
Better than machines, huh? People have always told me that my skills were impressive, but I'm yet to be compared to a computer or something. I wonder if AI will replace you as a debater. How come a blacksmith can receive that sort of acclaim before me? Because she's better than you, Damon. You're not better than anyone else. You need to be humble.
There's always been a demand for handmade things, especially nowadays. Does your audience skew older by chance? Old folks, movie producers, board game enthusiasts, even occasional youngins. These are all people who visit me. It's great when I can relate to most of my clients. Their excitement is mine.
Exactly which clients does she relate to?
In any case, are you the same as us? Were you also kidnapped on the train and taken here? Oh, I wouldn't say kidnapped.
Huh? What? Did you not black out on that train?
No, I did.
Then
Then how else would you describe the situation? Maybe it's a surprise excursion? Better yet, a surprise exam. The people running this program are just putting our abilities to the test.
that's stupid. If the academy was that unhinged, no one would continue attending it.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure we'll get out of here.
Needless optimism is a substitute for reason. Isn't a substitute for reason. By the way, there's a gathering happening outside the building Miss Karyura explored. Would you like to join? We plan to discuss some very important matters there.
No, aren't you nice? I'll get right to it. Don't do anything silly while I'm gone. Don't do anything silly while I'm gone.
Okay, I guess we'll continue on this circle path. Oof, so you all got caught up in here too, did you? I remember seeing the 5 of you on that train. You're really ultimate students, huh?
Correct.
We wouldn't have been on that train if we weren't.
Pff, just making sure. I knew the education sector had low standards, but are they just handing these titles out to anyone who asks? What hell is your damage? Boy, don't act like you want to say the same thing to yourself. She's just vocalizing it. Don't act like you didn't think different. I hope you have a good day too, a copy flower. Thank you so much for being here.
Right, that's it.
What's the matter?
I know this bitch.
As in, personally?
Nah, she's the harlot that's been ruining my magazines. Ever since her interview with Rich People's Digest, her stupid stories have been plastered everywhere. Youngest ever self-made billionaire, pioneer of agricultural industry, blah.
Did I hear that right? This guy we're talking to, is she actually? I'm flattered you memorized my resume. Your resume? So those things she said weren't exaggeration?
If I may ask,
This is news to you? Anyone who knows anyone knows about Winona.
Winona?
That would be my name, yes.
although you can call me the ultimate entrepreneur. Origins aside, it's one good title.
If y'all couldn't tell by her name, Winona, and her appearance, with the braids, long hair, the turquoise, she's wearing a bolo tie turquoise, but also turquoise earrings, also turquoise eyes, and the fur traditional jacket. She's supposed to be Native American, and I'm so glad they have Native American representation. So good. No wonder she gave off such an intense aura. This gal probably has enough money to buy an entire country. Still, that doesn't mean I'm gonna let her talk. Still, that doesn't mean I'm gonna let her talk down to me.
She has looks, talent, and wealth. She would truly be an auspicious match.
Interesting.
Why would a billionaire need to attend a school like Eden Gardens Academy? I thought it'd be an opportunity to make some connections with the well-established geniuses of my generation. Now that I'm aware of the lax admissions process, I'm leaving the first chance I get.
And not because you've been kidnapped?
You can't leave. Destiny has decreed that I must guide you towards the most wondrous romance. I'm not really interested in that. I'd rather receive financial reparations from the academy. At the very least, let me be your steed. With my divine foresight, I shall lead your legal battle to victory. After I fell asleep in that train car, someone must have carried me out and dumped me next to the tree here. Why did no one stop them? Were there no precautions in this place to stop someone from manhandling a student? I would say it's extreme ineptitude on the school's end, but since it appears I'm not the only victim, well, that makes things all the more sinister. So she thinks someone carried her here? It's plausible, I guess. They could have transported us from the train by vehicle, then carried us in. When you woke up, was there anyone with you?
Honestly,
Yeah, but she was weird, so I left her. You're a walking stereotype.
All the voices will make it overwhelmed.
We know about as much as you do. The 5 of us here have been walking around and talking to the other students that were on the train. The rest of them are congregating outside. Once we meet everyone, maybe we'll be able to figure out what's going on. Say, why don't you join them? I think I'll take you up on that offer. Such a relief. The one of you actually has something useful to say. That gal is a piece of work, but given the recent happenings, she's not worth the stress. More importantly, what's happened to us is too much for a single pair of hands. Someone had to sneak onto, maybe even hijack that train, plant a chemical agent, and then carry everyone they knocked out. There's gotta be more than one person behind this. A group, maybe. The question becomes who and why. Okay. I remember your name is Cassidy. Yeah.
Don't forget it, Kay.
Pro gamer, okay.
Cassidy Amber.
Jump me right into an introduction. I like it. Making a good first impression is the key to grabbing the attention of your viewers. Especially if you have over 20 million of them. Gotta earn that watch time. 20 million? Is gaming really that popular? It's not just gaming, it's pro gaming. Facing off against opponents is in front of a large audience with prestige and prize on the line. The stakes can't get any higher. While her talent is pretty frivolous, her attitude towards video game competitions is somewhat impressive. It's sort of like how I feel about debating. Oh, question. What is it? Do you guys know if this place has internet? I promised my comrades my streaming schedule wouldn't change after starting school. So I'm kind of freaking out.
Yo, comrades?
Cassidy's comrades. They're like the biggest fan community on the internet.
She must mean her followers, being a streamer and all. It would definitely explain the hat.
You must be very wealthy then. I've heard that popular streamers earn a lot of money, especially from subscribers' donations. Ah, there are many stories about young men falling prey to the infamous tiered subscription. They are rendered forever unmarriageable. What a shame. So, how many suckers have you swindled? With such a large fan base, you must be raking in the dough.
Oh. Oh my. Oh, what's wrong with your face?
You guys think the only motivation is money, don't ya? Well, duh. Why else would you be a streamer?
Bourgeoisie scum.
Typical bourgeoisie scum. I stream for the betterment of the human race. As the leader of Cassidy's comrades, it's my duty to redistribute most of my earnings to the masses. You mean You give away all your money?
Yep.
I see.
I do tons of expensive and generous stunts on my channel. Most of it's for charity, but sometimes it's for random subscribers.
My genius is almost frightening.
Okay.
One time, I bought a spaghetti factory and donated to the public school. Those kids will never have to pay for lunch again.
They probably gone sick of eating pasta every day.
All of these giveaways are streamed too. They're really popular, so I get tons of views and donations from them.
You really managed to commodify the act of charity. Yes.
Of course, I gotta reserve some money for basic necessities. A truckload of chocolate soda being one. But it's not a problem for a person like me to have money, since I earn it through my own hard work.
So unfair.
The real problems are the swine who make billions every year. Even though all they do is sit around, drink cocktails, and stare at their stock profile.
Noisy scum.
In fact, I even detect the rancid stench of a morally corrupt billionaire in this very academy. I bet they're plotting to profit off our suffering as we speak.
This gal is honestly pretty deranged, though that might be why she has such a large audience. Regardless, it doesn't explain why someone like her was invited to Eden's Garden Academy.
As wary I am as the future, as wary as I am of future confrontations between you and more affluent students, I suggest you head over to the building I investigated. We've been telling other people to gather there. All right, it was nice meeting y'all.
Okay.
Come on, man, just say something. Come on, please, pretty please. All I wanted was your name.
Hey.
Ah. Oh, it's more people. Hey there. What's the matter with him? I don't know. I spent ages trying to get this guy's name, but he won't say anything.
If he's being a weirdo, just ignore him. Who are you anyway?
Who am I?
The name's Jeff Dawson, Ultimate Drag Racer. Nice to meet you, shrimp.
Shrimp? Excuse me? I don't take kindly to that. A drag racer. Give him his outfit, that comes as no surprise.
Aren't you warm in that suit?
Was that Scooby-Doo laugh? What the heck? That's like Scooby-Doo, right? Or like, I think so.
Are you confused? There's a fan inside the back of my helmet that emits cool air. Kind of like the fans in car seats that cool your butt. Isn't that super rad?
With the way he yells every word, he could make anything sound like a big deal.
Only issue is they don't extend the rest of my suit. Then stop wearing the suit and walk around naked? I bet wear different clothes.
So,
You should also have an ultimate talent, correct?
well,
Would you mind sharing it?
My name's Mark Bursky. I produce music.
He's so cute. So a music producer?
Yeah.
It's nothing.
But, it's mostly bad remixes and stuff. No, man, your music is wicked cool.
Really?
You know my songs?
Not a chance.
Do I even have to? You're an ultimate music producer. That's just about says it all.
Moving on.
I assume you two woke up in this place, right? Do you have any idea what might be going on? This whole shebang did come out of the blue, but to be honest, it feels a lot like Extreme Haunt. Do you know what that is? No, I don't.
Figures.
You don't look like the type. Meaning.
You following?
Anyway, Extreme Haunts are these really intense horror attractions. Think a haunted house crossed with survival horror game. Staff will chuck you into the underground tunnel systems, trap you in coffins, anything to scare you. I'm pretty good at the coffins, not so much the tunnels. What's this? I was just thinking about something else. What's this got to do with us?
My drift?
You see, there's a couple places that are known for starting their haunts with simulated kidnappings.
For real?
To make it feel as if it's possible, they even take you when you least expect it. The thing is, they can't just jump anybody. You gotta consent first. The hell? I never agreed to being kidnapped.
Off the grass.
Extreme haunts, eh? People know better to involve me in that crap.
Well,
Maybe we consented to our kidnapping without realizing it? Huh? For example, the letters we received from the academy. Is it possible those invitations were actually consent forms in disguise? Don't tell me you actually believe this guy. Given what we've seen so far, I'd wager anything is possible. Is that really what's happening here? And accepting that letter asking me to join Eden Gun's academy, did I unknowingly agree to this crap? Well, that's just a theory. A game theory. We don't really know what's going on until we explore some more. I know some people who might be interested in your theory. They're gathering by the courtyard outside. You can join them if you want.
Adios.
Sure thing. Let's go, Mark. Though he looked less than enthused, he let the drag racer take him by the arm and lead him away. Could it really be possible? Were the letters we receive actual consent forms in disguise? Is this some kind of messed up attraction? What does that say about Eden Gon's academy? Is it part of the charade? Is Eden Gon's academy even real? I should know better than to think nonsense things like that. If the academy was fake, someone would have already blown its cover. It's more likely that this has happened unbeknownst to the academy. Okay. Yes, Queen. Oops, I'm really sorry for hurting your feelings. I'll give your content a try. Who knows, I might really like it. If you didn't like me from the start, you're never gonna like me. Hey, you two. Hey. Oh crap! New guy, over here! What? You boarded the train before things went all crazy, right? He's so cute. Check me out! Me and the new guy together again! Stop acting like we're friends. I don't even know you.
You're just messing with me.
That's a joke, right? What is? You know, that thing you just said. Maybe you've heard of my name before. Does Kai Monteago ring a bell? Come on, Kai Monteago? Something of an artist? Something of an entrepreneur?
Very funny.
He's an influencer, a really big influencer. Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Ouch. Right in the ego. I thought I already lost all faith in humanity before coming to this dump. But
Oops, I didn't mean to skip you.
You don't recognize this dumbass? Must be nice.
You do?
Guy's the cancer of the internet. Guy's the cancer of the inter. Is it? How do they say it? Do they say internet or internet? How do they say it? Guy's the cancer of the internet. You disagree with him on one thing.
Ooh, oh my.
You disagree with him on one thing. He will sick his army of underage followers on you. Pfft, he's a dictator with a trendy fit.
another day, another drama.
Dictator? Sheesh. You naysayer types are always so overdramatic.
Whatever.
Don't listen to her, new guy. This chick's just recycling other people's propaganda. You will want to talk. Check yourself in the mirror before crying propaganda. Eh?
See that?
Yeah-huh. I see you're no stranger to photo editing. I'm kind of impressed. No one would ever guess that you had the face of a horse.
And the tears return as quickly as they vanish. I'm not sure what I expected an influencer to look like in person, but this was definitely not it.
Don't be mean.
Hey, leave Kai alone. He may not be the nicest person in the room, but can't you see you're hurting his feelings?
He can get over it. Anyway, what about you?
Hmm?
Can you give me your name and talent?
Oh, sure.
Diana Venecia, your local cosmetologist. If you're ever in need of a makeover, I'll work my magic. Just ask.
I love her hair so much.
Come again.
Is that it? You're just a makeup artist?
For your information,
Not just a makeup artist, the makeup artist.
What?
indeed.
Diana's the biggest beautician in Hollywood. She's relatively new to the public sphere, but word of her talent has been dominating social media. Enough to pique the interest of the entertainment elite. Now every A-list celebrity is scrambling to hire her.
I see this. You're not your first time talking about her.
I am simply quoting my friends. They're all on Diana's waiting list.
Sure.
But why is it a shock that this guy doesn't recognize her? What about me?
How humiliating.
Why do you care what he thinks? Isn't this demographic for people like you largely teenage girls? My stuff is for everyone. I'm inclusive like that. Okay, that's it. Let's break this up. Diana, could you and Kai go to the courtyard outside? We're trying to get everyone together there.
No worries.
Alright, see you later. But none of you guys like me either.
A makeup artist and an influencer. What is any other academy? I wouldn't even bat an eye. The Ultimate Talent Program is the shell itself. It'll hand out ultimate titles to anyone who asks. But Eden's Gardens Academy said it was above that. It said it prioritized academic talent. And now, it thinks I'm on par with these two? Maybe you are. Maybe you need to get over yourself. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours now. Yeah, it's been 2 hours or more since I streamed. I basically caught back. This is where I stopped last time. So I've caught all the way back up to where I stopped beforehand when I played the prologue. So, and I'm getting a bit tired right now. So, oops. Hold on, let me just double check. I have to double check. Yes. Okay, oops. Yeah, so I'm getting a bit tired right now. So it's been 2 hours. We've gotten to meet everybody, so we'll probably come back to play at this point and probably meet the mascots of the game, to meet the people running this killing game. And then we'll move on to the daily life of chapter 1, which I'm excited about. So yeah, from here on out, I should be blind. I think I am. I think I was kind of spoiled about who died this chapter. That's what I kind of get. I kind of deserve that for taking so long to play this game. It wasn't. I never saw a picture. I never saw a name or ultimate talent. But I saw something in the comment section of a different Danganronpa fan game, which I'm irritated about. Someone referenced the nature of the victim. And I'm like, they didn't name names of talents, but I think I might know who that might be. So I'm kind of irritated by that. So even if I do know who the victim might be, I don't know who the killer would be, the Blacken would be. So at least I have that to look forward to. I hope I'm wrong, just like I was wrong about Danganronpa Mall, but I thought I knew who the victim was, but I didn't. So anyway, so yeah, thank y'all very kindly for coming. Much obliged. I'm so happy to be streaming for y'all again. And I'll see y'all next time. Y'all come back now, you heard me? Oops. Bye. Oops, let me turn that off. Okay. Oops, not background music. Turn the desktop music off. There we go.